I got an email that looked normal. Nothing dramatic. No scary subject line. No threats. Just, your password has been changed. The weird part? It wasn't for an account I recognized. And when I tried to ignore it, another email came in. New device signed in. From my location. From my address. I clicked on the security details to figure out what was going on. The account name was close to mine, but not exactly mine. Same first name, wrong last name. It was like someone tried to build a version of me and just messed up a single letter. I did the obvious thing. I hit password reset. The reset email arrived instantly. And right there in the preview line it said, "Welcome back. Not new login. Not new device. Back." As if I'd been there before. But I hadn't. I'd never seen this account in my life. So, I reset the password and logged in, fully expecting to find a blank, empty profile. It wasn't blank. Not at all. There were saved addresses, payment methods, subscriptions I'd never heard of, and one profile photo. A blurry, low-light image that looked like my apartment hallway, taken from inside my unit, looking toward the front door. I just stared at the screen long enough for my eyes to go completely dry, and I told myself the only logical explanation: this has to be a scam. Someone scraped my data. They're just trying to scare me into clicking something or giving them money. Then I noticed something that completely killed that theory. The recent activity list showed a login at 3:17 a.m. last Thursday. I was awake at 3:17 a.m. last Thursday. I remember it clearly because my neighbor's car alarm went off, and I complained about it in a text to my friend. There was no way that was a coincidence. I clicked into the inbox. It was full of hundreds of emails. Most were boring: receipts, order confirmations, support tickets. Then, I opened the sent folder, and that's when it got really weird. There were emails from me that I never wrote. Short, cryptic messages sent to random, jumbled addresses. Things like, "Remember me. I'm almost finished, and it's working." At the very top of the sent folder was one draft. It had no subject line. Just one sentence: "If you're reading this, do not change the password again." My stomach did this slow, cold flip, because the timestamp on that draft said it was created 2 minutes ago. While I was sitting right here, looking at it, my laptop pinged. A new notification popped up inside the account. "Another device is viewing this page." I immediately checked my Wi-Fi list. Only my phone was connected. Only my laptop. There was nothing else. Then I heard the softest sound from behind me. A click. Not a footstep. It was a lock. My front door lock. The kind of tiny sound you only notice when you're in a silent room, and your body is already completely tense. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. I just looked at the screen again. The draft message updated right in front of my eyes. It added a second line: "You're making this harder than it needs to be." I grabbed my phone and opened my text messages. I was about to call someone, anyone. But before I could even dial, a new email arrived in that strange account. The subject line was just one word: proof. Inside was a photo attachment. I tapped it open. It was my desk. My exact desk. The same coffee stain on the corner. The same knot of cables under the monitor. And my hand was in the image, mid-movement, reaching for my phone. A photo taken from directly behind me. Taken just seconds ago. My pulse was pounding in my ears. Then my laptop pinged again. Another notification: password change requested. The reset email arrived instantly, but this time, the reset link wasn't sent to my email. It was sent to a different address. An address that looked almost exactly like mine, but with one extra character, a twin. A shadow version. Forcing myself to breathe, I clicked back to the account details page. There's a section in there most people never look at: the login history. It listed every IP address, every device, every session. One of the devices was labeled local machine, not Android, not Windows, not unknown device. Local machine. As if the account thought the other user wasn't logging in from across the internet. As if it was in the same room. Then I saw the oldest session, created months ago. At the exact moment I moved into this apartment. A welcome setup session. From my address. From my device model. With a timestamp that matched the very first night I slept here. I didn't create that account, but something did. And it did it as soon as I arrived. I shut the laptop. I stood up. And I finally looked toward the hallway. There was nothing there. No shape. No person. Just darkness and the faint, low hum of my fridge. Then, the laptop lid lifted. Just slightly. All on its own. Like there was a hand under it. Or like the hinge itself just remembered the motion. The screen woke up. A final message appeared. It wasn't typed. It was already there waiting. I needed a place to log in. And then, check your email. My real email app opened on my phone. A new message arrived from me. The subject line said, Welcome back. And the preview line said, let's finish setting you up.